Hey there, I'm Heidi Swapp and this is Create to Remember. Today I want to talk to you about one of those necessary evils for scrapbooking, and that is alphabets, right? We have to have them because you have to have a title on your page and they may as well be cute and they may as well match. And so that is why I love these Color Magic chipboard alphabets. They're mine. And I want to just tell you how to get the most out of them. When you buy them in a pack, it looks like this. You get 2 sheets. The 2 sheets are identical, but without fail, if you're like me and you have 5 kids and 4 of them's names start with the letter C, you run out of C's really fast. And pretty soon you wind up with alphabets that look something like this, and you've got no more H's, no more R's, no more P's, and you have to start getting a little bit creative. So I wanted to show you how I've got these 3 scrapbook pages, and I've been able to totally customize the titles with color shine, and also by being a little bit more creative with my alphabets themselves. So I'm going to start out with this one. When I was creating this title, it says, actually I think that this fell down a little bit, so maybe you can read it now. It says, "This girl." And I had no more R's, no more S's, and no more L's. And so what I decided to do is just cut out the matrix and use the empty portion of the letter to spell out my title, which actually kind of lent to this really cool kind of adolescent look that Quincy for sure has. And then I took one of my chipboard arrows and I cut it apart and made it kind of look like the arrow was shooting through the title. So the fun thing about this is that I was able to customize it, make it black, make it coordinate with my alphabet, and with my page, and then turn around and use the same alphabet on this page where I needed yellow alphabets because I really wanted my title to pop. In this case, like I've already told you, I run out of C's the first on every alphabet set. And so here was a place where I wanted to spell out the word epic, E-P-I-C, but I didn't have any more C's. So I just cut out the square around the C and utilized that portion of the alphabet set that you would probably normally just discard. And again, I shot the arrow through it and I was able to turn it the right color so that it would coordinate with my layout. Now in this one, I decided the whole story of this page was really a color story. I'm loving this apricot and kind of teal combination, and I'm seeing it everywhere. And so I wanted to really highlight that combination and add some sass to my title. So I have this title that I created, so Sparkle and Shine, but to add just a little bit more spunk to it, I decided to use the matrix, which is around the H and the H together for the title. And so then I was just really getting more out of my title and really being able to customize it. So let me just show you how this works. All right, so here I am left with a pretty sad set of alphabets. And let's say that I want to add the word delight to this journal that I have. I'm going to go ahead and I have the letter D. My E, I cut out around it. All right, so I've got an E. Let's see. Oh, no more L's. So I'm going to have to cut around the L. Now, because I already have 2 that are kind of missing the letters, I think my I probably I need an I, but I'm out of I's. But the good news is I still have a 1. So don't ever forget that your 1s can still be I's. All right, D-E-L-I-G. Oh, good news, I have a G. So I can pop my G out. But I don't have an H. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my H. Let's see. All right. And what about a T? G, I didn't plan this very well. So I am going to have to skip in here. And luckily I've got another one. And I can grab out a T. All right. So I'm going to have this all kind of set up, and the fun thing about this is that I can really, where's my paper towels? Here we go. I can really customize these letters to be whatever I want. So maybe I want some of the letters to be one color and some of the letters to be another color. Okay, so I've got them ready. I'm going to spray them kind of different colors, and I've chosen two colors that I really like together. And so I love the mint green and the Georgia peach combo. All right, let it soak in there for about 4, 5, 10 seconds, whatever seems to do the trick. And then I'm going to go ahead and just rub off the excess. And you might have to just kind of shine, just kind of wipe off where the dots are. And on some of those darker colors, and even sometimes the mint green is in this case, you just have to get just a little teeny bit of Windex on the little corner of your paper towel and just kind of go over it with the Windex, because that will just pop it to the bright white that is the resist, like that. Okay, now these letters, I'm just going to dry them a little bit. They are self-adhesive, and if you're putting them on the cover of an album, it's probably a good idea to add just a little bit of backup adhesive, if you know what I mean. But they're probably okay if they're on the inside on a scrapbook page and they're going to be behind a sheet protector. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove the backing. And I think that it would be fun. I'm leaving the center in the D just to add some cute sass to it. D-E-L. I'm spelling delight. Did I already say that? D-E-L-I. Sometimes if the letters get really saturated with the color shine, then you have to be careful that you're not peeling apart the chipboard. And so you kind of just have to use your finger, and that will help the drier that the letters are before you put them on your project. The easier it is to remove the backing and not like shred apart the chipboard. All right, so one thing I did with the H was I went ahead and took both the positive and the negative of the H so that I could have kind of a sassy mixed color. So you can see that you can create really fun, really interesting and different titles. The great thing about the Color Magic is that it will totally match any project as you customize it to work for you. But you get this really funky, interesting look when you start adding that back matrix part into your titles. So give it a try and make pretty stuff.